Even though the concept of space tourism seems like something out of a sci-fi film from the far future, it has really been around for almost 2 decades. Some may remember Dennis Tito, an American businessman who became the first passenger to visit the International Space Station in 2001. Because Tito's mission to the International Space Station cost a whopping $20 million, traveling into space would be a ridiculous dream for most of us, one that we could only experience via movies and tales. After a few years, more travelers would follow Tito, including Charles Simonyi, Mark Shuttleworth, who had a similar experience the second time, and Guy Lalibert, amongst others. All of these wealthy individuals spent between $20 million and $40 million to take a short journey to the International Space Station. Also worthy of notice is Anousheh Ansari, an Iranian-American who traveled to space in 2006, becoming the world's first female space traveler after spending around 10 days in orbit. It's true that the year 2020 has created a collective sense of retreat, accompanied by anxiety and stress, which has inspired us to flee from a chaotic environment. For the time being, we may escape to the stillness of nature or take a vacation overseas, but the future may provide a more daring getaway, a journey to the stars. The new space sector has its eyes set on commercial space travel, which is predicted to grow to be worth approximately $3 billion by 2030 and is a rapidly expanding niche. While only the ultra-wealthy and elite researchers will be able to take advantage of space tourism in the near future, the long-term offers great potential for the general public. The advancement of technology is critical in increasing the number of visitors who go to space, and a few key trends will define the fate of space tourism, as well as the development we achieve both in and out of our home planet in the next few decades. Space tourism has gone a long way since the $20 million journey to the International Space Station in 2001, thanks to the rise of commercial space businesses such as SpaceX, Blue Origin, and Virgin Galactic. Such commercial enterprises have shown excellence in the testing and construction of space transportation, and they have predicted that prices would decrease below $200,000 in the not-too-distant future. Even while it is, understandably, a significant sum of money, it reduces the present cost of tourist space flight to 1/10 of what it was just under 20 years back. There are 2 major forms of space travel available for private spaceflight: suborbital and orbital. Each has a significantly different budget and experience. Suborbital spaceflight aspires to reach an altitude of more than 300,000 feet, crossing the Kármán line, which serves as a reference point for defining the boundary between Earth and outer space. The current significant participants in this industry are Virgin Galactic, which is a part of Richard Branson's business, and Blue Origin, which is owned by Amazon's billionaire owner Jeff Bezos. In addition to being propelled by rockets, both businesses' systems are capable of transporting up to 6 people on a single voyage. Virgin Galactic has already flown 5 employees on test flights, and the company plans to fly its creator, Richard Branson, to celebrate the start of its commercial operation. Although Blue Origin has not yet transported any people, it has accomplished 12 successful test flights, with Virgin currently selling 600 tickets for between $200,000 and $250,000 and Blue Origin anticipated to do the same. Both businesses will be targeting high-net-worth people. With the exception of suborbital spaceflight, which takes people into space for a few minutes at an altitude of 300,000 feet, orbital spaceflight travels significantly further than this. Several scientists believe that commercial suborbital flights will someday displace long-distance air travel, allowing it to become more accessible to the general public. SpaceX intends to use its Starship rocket to transport 100 people across the globe in a matter of minutes. According to the organization, a trip from New York to Shanghai that would normally take 15 hours could be completed in 39 minutes. It has been estimated if only 5% of the usual 150 million passengers who fly on 10 hours or longer flights spend $2,500 every trip, the profits may soar to $20 billion per year in today's money, which I believe is pretty insane amount of revenue. Depending on their itinerary, passengers may stay anywhere from a few days in space to more than a week at an altitude of more than 1.3 million feet. The last quarter of 2021 was expected to be a record-breaking period for tourists in orbital spaceflight, according to the announcements of two major businesses, Space Adventures and Axiom Space, that they would make up to 9 tickets to orbit ready to be sold by individuals or groups. While we may be getting closer to establishing frequent space flight, as well as a thriving space tourism sector, what happens after that? Projects involving orbital travel will include visitors staying at the International Space Station, which is now the only livable structure in space, although several corporations are trying to expand their operations beyond this. Space hotels are expected to be the next endeavor for many entrepreneurs who want to contribute to the space tourism industry. While more businesses contemplate the possibility of in-space tourism, orbital holidays are expected to become more popular. Now, talking about hotels, why not check out one of our other videos about top 7 most high-tech hotels by clicking on the I button? Because space construction firms have already earned a combined $3.6 billion last year, the development of orbital vacationing facilities, such as orbital and lunar-based hotels, is expected to become profitable in the future. Most of this architecture is still in the planning phases, but the first step may be the establishment of low-orbit hotels as a starting point. One hotel concept anticipates transporting visitors in a hydrogen-filled balloon with a sealed capsule, which will take advantage of Earth's gravitational pull. Another possibility is to construct or renovate an existing space station to house visitors in addition to the above. For example, NASA is preparing to make the International Space Station available for commercial tourists permanently. Although it is extremely expensive, analysts expect that costs will decrease in the same way that they did in the technology sector for phones and computers. A plan for inflatable space homes might potentially be used as orbiting hotels, according to the researchers. They are sent into space, where they are inflated to their full size after being constructed from one-of-a-kind materials and simply kept at home. The B-330, developed by Bigelow Space, is a place habitat that may be expanded to serve as a hotel or residential area for people in space. As demand grows, they are joined to other inflatable habitats in order to expand their overall size. Bigelow also intends to build an inflatable module that will be linked to the International Space Station and serve as one of the first hotels in space. In the future, in-space holidays will serve as a stepping stone to the settlement of the Moon and Mars. Oh, and if you made it this far, why not smash that like button and subscribe to our channel so that you never miss any of our future uploads? Well, let's get back to the video. Aurora Station, built by Orion Span, is the world's first affordable premium space hotel, according to the corporation. Orion Span intends to begin greeting visitors in 2022, according to its website. Although this is exciting news, it is unlikely that many of us will be able to take advantage of the chance, since a 12-day stay at the Aurora Station is projected to cost $9.5 million, which is truly out of this world expensive. Nevertheless, it's far less than the $20 million to $40 million each flight that previous orbital tourists have spent, as all 7 private individuals who have been to the International Space Station have paid between $20 million and $40 million apiece. One tiny step for hotels, one enormous leap for the hospitality industry. Not only are space industries considering an entry into the space hospitality business, but so is the big hotel booking website, Hotels.com, making history by launching the world's first internet travel portal, which will provide future hotel reservations in space and treat Earthlings with the supreme out-of-this-world vacation holiday. With features such as holographic wake-up calls, a zero-gravity space deck, intergalactic room service, a pool, meteor minibars, solar lobbies, and a bar that have all been envisioned via gorgeous space hotel illustrations on their Galaxy booking website. This space hotel will be a must-stay. So, what are your thoughts on space tourism? Share your thoughts down in the comments below. Thanks for watching, you guys, and just before you go, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. With that said, take care, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.